Hello, and welcome back to 2064 Read-Only Memories. Let's see how much further we can get into here. Continue. Oh. Nope. I wish continue actually did my latest save, but no. Let's load here. Let's see here. How we doing?
Hey, Allie!
Salutations, Ramona.
What can I do for you all?
Ahem. Oh, this is my friend, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We were hoping you might be able to give us your assistance, Ms. Rogers.
Yes, please.
We want to make a trade for that magical Commander Yukino poster over there. It's necessary for us to get some pretty important information.
Yep.
No way! Not happening. Nuh-uh. Yukino is off limits.
Let's see here. Well, we can get you another. It'll only take a few days.
It's not just a poster. It was a gift from someone. Someone I care about, okay? Besides, you can't get another one. Takeko passed away a few years ago.
Oh.
Perhaps there's something else that would make a suitable trade?
Yeah.
You aren't hearing me, are you? It has sentimental value. You can't replace that. Look, you'll just have to order something off the mesh, because you can't have this one.
Oh, we don't have time. This lead will dry up by then.
Yeah.
Keep me out of this.
This is actually literally a matter of life and death, Ramona.
How does life and death depend on a nerdy poster? Look, I don't even care. That poster was signed by Takeko herself. It's one of a kind, and I'm not giving it up.
I'd rather not drag you any further into this than necessary, but I promise that we're not overstating it.
Yeah.
This is a dire situation, and people have already died.
Jeez. Look, whatever you're doing sounds sketch as hell. I and Magical Commander Yukino herself want no part of it. I don't even see how the poster can help.
Man, you nerds sure do love your cheap crap from the net.
Cheap crap! I'll have you know that poster is worth hundreds of credits.
I'll believe it.
More. Takeko passed away years ago, so there aren't any more of them getting signed. It's special.
Sure it is.
Urgh.
He doesn't get it. He's not in the fandom.
Thankfully.
Well, this isn't a joke, Ramona.
Okay, enough. How about this for a trade?
Oh?
I have an original keyframe cell from Pretty Champion Sailor Sirius, signed by Takeko at home.
Whoa! You have a signed Sailor Sirius cell? That's super rare! They stopped doing keyframes by hand right around the time of her death.
Yeah. I'm sure.
You can't be serious, Ollie. You have that thing framed on your wall. Anyone shut up about it for a week after you got it.
This is important, Chad. You can't say you wouldn't do the same thing if someone had your dad. Think about Turing.
Yeah.
I can't ask Ramona to give up something important to her if I'm not willing to do the same.
Maybe.
Look, okay, I don't know what's going on, but you can't give me that cell for the poster.
Oh?
But we need...
Yeah, you'll get the poster. Whatever you're doing, it must be really important if you'd be willing to give that up. Do you have something more equal to trade, Ollie?
A couple of things, maybe.
We'll talk about it then. Maybe you can find me another one too.
Maybe?
Go ahead and take the poster.
Well, thank you. You got the signed poster.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yes! I can't tell you how much it means to us, Ms. Rogers.
Sure. And, you think I could see that cell sometime, Ollie?
Oh,
Of course! I'll bring it over when we talk about the trade.
I think she's coming on to you.
So cool.
All right, let's
I
get
love
out
the
of
way
here.
she was flirting with you, Ollie.
Why?
What are you talking about?
I know flirting when I see it, and I'm saying I don't like it. Not one bit.
Ollie is their own person.
We just talk about old anime sometimes, Chad. Neither of us are interested in the other.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Well, we have the poster now. What's next?
Go ahead and call this number, Turing. He'll want to set up the drop with you, now that I've introduced you to him.
Sure. Change the subject.
Well, something's a bit more important.
I'll call him right now, then. It's ringing.
You the ones looking for some papers?
Yep.
We are, and we have the requested payment with us.
Good. We're gonna do this real professional-like. You know Stardust?
Yeah.
I do.
Head there. Leave the poster behind the Megaphobator arcade cabinet, and get out. Come back 10 minutes later, and your stuff will be behind the machine.
Okay.
I understand.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Well, that was very mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how this guy is. I don't even know his name, and I've been getting things from him for a few years now.
I think that's the point.
Who cares? Let him play Spy Master if he wants. Let's hurry up to Stardust and get this over with. I've wasted enough of my day with this crap.
Go inside to make the drop. We'll wait out here.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't want to get our IDs taken.
I
Again.
suppose I should feign surprise.
Hey, it's a pretty cool set. Even if it is like a million years old.
They don't really care about the IDs unless you try to hit the bar.
Yep.
Found that one out the hard way.
We would have been fine if you hadn't taken a swing at the bouncer.
That's also dumb.
So I like the hard way.
We'll be right back, gentlemen. Try not to set the building on fire while we're gone.
Thanks, Turing.
No security right now?
Fascinating. How we doing, Jess?
I'm caught up in something at the moment. Chances are we'll cross paths again.
Probably. How we doing?
Today's my last day off before the holidays, but I can't seem to stay away.
I see.
No VIP access today.
It's all good.
Well, that should do it.
Yep.
That was an awful lot of fuss over a poster. I just don't understand the appeal of merchandise like this. I keep my important possessions on my data drive.
I got you an official Bob Ross painting set for your birthday. It's nicely. Humans also don't have... Yeah, humans don't have total recall like you do.
Ah, that is true. Ramona seemed more concerned with it being a gift from a friend than as an item of importance in its own right.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is necessity to keep such things around as tokens from better times. Perhaps I should pick up a few things from the apartment. Whatever's left. I do have perfect recall, but a few of Hayden's things would be nice reminders.
Yeah.
Memories are better for remembering than reading. But that's enough navel-gazing. Let's head back outside so our benefactor can make the trade.
Let's head out.
Y'all do the deal?
How did it go?
Easy peasy.
We left the poster behind the cabinet. Now we just need to wait for the switch.
Yep.
I've never had to wait more than 5 minutes or so before. It shouldn't take long. I wonder how he knows the drop happened, and gets to it so fast.
Well, obviously he's in the building.
Don't matter. This guy's a solid feed, even if he likes to mess around.
What do you need these passports for anyway? You said to trade for information, but what's the full story?
Without going into too much detail, our informant needs to get out of Neo SF unnoticed. The passports are one part of that. We also need to obtain an untraceable car. I don't suppose the two of you could help with that?
No way, dude! Grand Theft Auto is a felony with a capital F! Besides, getting an untraceable car ain't in the same league as a piece of plastic that'll fool a hand scanner.
Chad's right.
Course I'm right.
The city's traffic management system keeps track of all vehicles passively, even if you manage to circumvent their firmware and keep them from actively reporting to the network.
Interesting.
You have to spoof the car as something permitted to be invisible for the CTOS to ignore it.
I don't want to mess with boosting cars anyway. The junks run that racket in Neo SF, and they don't play nice.
The junks, huh?
Especially with the HR.
Well, thank you either way. You've both done us a huge favor. Call it even for the apartment.
Yeah, Blue. No hard feelings. You give us a call if you need anything else, long as it'll help you find your pops.
Yeah.
We should get going, though. We were supposed to be home hours ago.
My dad won't notice, but Ollie's will flip. You take care. Don't get derezed.
See ya!
Goodbye.
Derezed, huh? Am I back to playing Tron 2.0? Jen and Oliver left your party.
Let's finish the trade inside.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's you. Game looks kind of freaky. All the lips and eyes. Passports added to items.
Here the passports are, just as advertised. Now we need to find a car. Jess is right over there. Perhaps she may know someone who can lend a hand.
Maybe. Sure, but you can do the talking. I don't think she likes me.
Good thinking.
It's Jess, feline hybrid acquaintance.
Did you find your guy? Or wait, let me guess. There's something else you need from me. Well, you haven't been terrible to deal with so far, so I'm willing to hear you out. Barely.
We need access to an untraceable car. An informant of ours needs to get out of the city without attracting the attention of Parallax and is offering valuable information to us in exchange.
Seriously? Jesus, what kind of shit is in your life anyway?
A lot of weird.
Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to be legally liable.
That's good.
I'm not sure why you think just because I defend a few folks in the rougher parts of the city that I would have that kind of connection. And even if one of my clients did run a carjacking business, it's not like society is clamoring to give hybrids legal jobs. Regardless, I'm not going to be an accessory to a felony, or let one of my clients be either. I won't go down that path. I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Any possibility you could give us any kind of lead at all?
I know we're reaching, but this is important.
You just don't quit, do you? Okay, let me think. This might be a long shot, but you could try asking Majid. There are rumors he may have been involved in some shady stuff way back in the day. He'll probably be reluctant to talk about it, but there's a free lead for you.
Alright.
Get me another drink in exchange, will you? Later.
Sure. What do you have?
Huh. That went better than expected. I wonder if my charm is starting to pay off for us.
Maybe.
Oh, you performed admirably as well. Onward we go.
Yeah, looks like you're having a beer.
Oh, hey there. Do you need something?
I'd like a drink.
What are you having?
Beer.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Well, this one should be simple.
Ooh.
Sorry about stealing your thunder. This one is...
Look for beer. Nothing to shop fitters. Nice creep weedy beer. Ice cold. Come on, babe. You know what a beer is. Here, get this together.
Hold it! It would be remiss of me not to mention that your preferred diet does not resolve with those ingredients. I must advise against the order.
Well, I still want it.
Here you go.
Beer, sir. Nice, refreshing beer.
Huh. Actually did it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that.
Obviously.
You've got more important things to be doing. Get a move on.
How are we doing,
Hey,
Majid?
friends. What can we get for you?
We were hoping you could give us a little information.
Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. What'll it be?
Okay. Let's get a sober chauffeur.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Ooh.
This one is...
Yeah, lemonade and iced tea. Delicious, non-alcoholic drink. Instruction for being the only non-drinking person in the bar. Also known as the Steve Mashushu.
Does that sound good?
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So, what did you need help with?
We've run into a roadblock in our search for Hayden.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know. What can I do?
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city, but we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car. Jess mentioned that you used to engage in certain extra-legal activities. Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
He doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Yep.
Right. Sorry, friends. I left that life behind a long time ago. Don't really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
That makes sense.
Ah, of course. Completely understandable.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right?
Yeah.
My reputation precedes me.
Don't let it go to your head.
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
No.
Well, that leaves us at a dead end. Any ideas on how we should proceed? Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
Let's see. Guess we could ask Tomcat for help.
No, Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us too often.
True.
I feel a little bad about how much we've relied on them as it is. And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands.
True. Should we be discussing it in front of Gus? Maybe we could find an old manually driven car.
That's not the worst idea. I don't think it would get noticed as long as the car had the appropriate registrations. But the permits to operate a manual vehicle are prohibitively expensive.
True.
A casual collector might still maintain one, but only a wealthy hobbyist would have the appropriate stickers to make the car roadworthy. We'd have to do a B&E, as Chad put it before. Risky.
Bacon and eggs.
No. Okay, the two of you are killing me here.
Oh, sorry.
Look, don't tell Majid about this.
Oh?
But here.
Ah!
What is this, Gus?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner with a few less than standard upgrades.
Oh.
When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan a car's installed firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network. That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Why the urgency?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around. I really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him.
Yeah.
He did what I was never able to.
Oh?
That's how we met, you know? That old rough and tumble life we both led.
Oh.
But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast, I had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things.
Ah.
He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it. I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, Gus. We might finally be on our way to solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay?
Obviously.
Just get out of here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes, okay?
Of course.
Living vicariously. Oh, had to leave my drink behind.
Well,
Meh.
now I think we're cooking with gas, as the colloquialism goes.
Yep. So, turns out gas stoves aren't nearly as good as electric ones.
I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
2061 more popular in car
It has an extra cup holder. Oh, rats! This car has the wrong firmware installed. We won't be able to install our new firmware over top of it.
Okay.
We'll have to check another car.
I think there's some cars here, yep.
Success! This vehicle has the appropriate firmware version.
Yay!
Someone has been neglecting their regularly scheduled updates. Give me a moment to get everything installed. There. There are some other options here I can fool around with. Ah, interesting. I can put in preset destination plans for a future date. Why don't we go ahead and set a plan for the car to return to this spot in a week?
Oh, okay.
That's more than enough time for Mr. Mensa to get away. Now we aren't really stealing the car.
Just stealing it by borrowing.
More like borrowing without asking.
Uh-huh. I feel better already.
Me too. The car will drive itself to Golden Gate Park, and we can show Mr. Mensa where it is when we meet him. There. Everything should be set up now. We still need to get the cash together before we can meet back up with Mr. Mensa.
Yep. Maybe you can help me with the whole cash thing?
Hello, Pat. Could we see Melody? I guess that means yes?
I think so. Hi. I'm not gonna use Melody, jeez. But I am gonna pet the cat. Ow! She just bit you. How about teeth hurt? Don't cry the cat. Raw felines are double humorless. Okay.
Turing, I'm not saying I don't like seeing your little pixelated face. You're certainly better company than most of the humans I have to deal with. But I am a busy woman, you know? Lots to do. Right, Pat? Traitor. Anyway, maybe we should space these little visits out a good bit further. Familiarity breeds contempt, after all.
Yep.
And I'm very good at contempt.
Noticed.
I apologize, Aunt Melody. You've stated before that you like your peace and quiet, but we need your assistance.
Oh, we're running with the aunt thing, are we? Another woman would tell you not to butter her up, but oh, flattery will get you everywhere with me.
Huh.
All right. What do you need?
Well, Vincent needs to get help getting out of the city.
I can only imagine. If he's willing to turn coat on Parallax, I bet he feels like a mouse in a cat farm.
That sounds about right.
I know they don't actually farm cats, Pat. It was a metaphor.
Yes.
Whatever. It was a simile then. I am not going to play semantics with you. Moving on. what the trouble is, and I'll try to conjure up a solution.
Well, we're gonna need to pay for the information.
Yes, Mr. Mensa says he needs 100,000 credits before he's willing to speak openly. He also said that you already promised it to him, and that he won't be able to get out of the city without it. He'll give us the information once we have that, plus a few other things I'm certain we can get on our own.
What? You can't even scrape together that kind of money?
Sadly no.
Your friend's not much of a journalist, eh, Turing?
According to the statistics that I have found, it is unlikely that a journalist of any caliber less than the best would have that amount of liquid assets on hand. The pay for the profession just isn't that high, Aunt Melody.
Oh, I see. I guess it's one of those jobs people do because they get free review merchandise, eh?
Well, I did get a pair of headsets. Haha.
I can get you the money, Turing, but only because you're family. Just give Pat a few minutes to gather it.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep moving, you big brute. While we wait, is there anything else you want to grill me over? Might as well save us both another visit.
How smart is Pat, really?
Smarter than I give him credit for, that's for sure.
Well, smarter than the average bear.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to measure, you know?
True.
He doesn't process language in the same way humans do, and even if he can understand me, my translation program just guesses at what he says most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have a translator running from your neural implant.
Ah, yes, I'm cheating. Though, honestly, even without it, I have a pretty good idea of what he means most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
We've been together for a while now.
Oh.
Considering it only really works on large, typically predatory mammals, we don't have a lot of test subjects.
I see.
It's a minefield of ethical concerns beyond just being prohibitively expensive. So Pat is a bear apart, at least until we can figure out how to apply the modified neural pathways without frying the brains of 90% of the subjects.
Ew.
The tech we developed is good. It just has a damned high mortality rate.
Ugh.
Maybe one day there will be a bunch of talking tigers and dolphins building cities in the sea, but for now, we're stuck with creating beasts out of our own species.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Turing has something to ask?
I do. It's a little personal, though. I'd understand if you didn't feel like answering.
No problem.
Just shoot, Turing. I can take it.
Long ago, you lost your mother. I was wondering, how did you deal with it?
That makes sense.
Hayden's only been gone for a few days, and I already feel like my circuits are going to lock up for good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Turing, I'm not the right person to ask. I hated my mother. She's everything I thought wrong in the world, and when she was gone, I felt nothing but relief that I could start undoing the damage she did. Never mind the fact I had to watch her waste away from the cancer. Death was a blessing for us both.
Yeah.
Besides, you'll find Hayden soon. Keep your chin up.
Oh. Blast it! Enough with this subterfuge! We already know Hayden was killed.
Oh, no.
I won't be getting him back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Turing. I still don't know what to tell you. I've lost people, but never anyone close enough to wound me. I don't know that I've ever had anyone close enough to do that. If you feel like talking about it, I'm willing to listen. Or make Pat do it anyway.
Thank you. I don't know.
Stick it out. Time heals all wounds.
Yep.
Or so they say. This too shall pass.
Does seem a little sad you're all alone except for a bear.
Being alone is easier. And Pat isn't such bad company.
Oh.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Cry about never having a husband, a few kids, and a white picket fence?
True.
I had a company to run, and my mother's legacy to fix. What's to say some spawn of mine wouldn't do the exact same thing to my flower, just the other way around?
True.
This branch of the Flores line will do well without any more knives being inserted in backs. Thank you very much.
All right.
You have that much enmity for your mother?
Sounds like.
Have you seen what she did to North Korea? It's a wasteland of death and destruction.
Yep.
If we had kept going down the path she charted, the whole world would be like that.
Yeah, creating a weapons company is not the happiest thing. So I guess it's good you turned it around.
The information on the mesh does seem to paint a grim picture.
Grim barely scratches the surface. I've been there. At least under the Kims, it was barely functional. Now, my mother's monsters have ripped every last resemblance of humanity from the land.
Interesting.
They stalk the night like horrific creatures of legend, keeping the populace in line through constant fear.
So not much changed.
A horror story straight out of the pages of Bram Stoker. That's her legacy.
So, it's a bunch of cowboys strangely added to the story? Seriously, what is Bram Stoker's obsession with American cowboys?
So I can't imagine I'd be a very good mother, just from the example I have to work with. That's life. I don't have any more regrets than anyone else my age does. My legacy will speak for itself, as my mother's did.
Uh-huh. I guess we're short on time. Hello.
Oh, just in time then. Take the cash and get moving.
Briefcase at a time.
I can finally get back to whatever it was I was doing before you burst in here.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Your help has been invaluable to us.
Yes, yes. Brown knows later. You've got things to do, too.
Yep. Let's head out.
I did not think I would feel such a strong resonance with Melody. We're connected by the barest of threads, but she is already important to me. Is that strange?
Oh, maybe you're both lonely.
Very possible. I guess there's nothing to do but run with it. Some gifts are too valuable to look at too closely, lest they vanish into thin air, and I already have a penchant for overanalyzing things. Let's get moving. Mr. Mensa will be waiting for us at Golden Gate Park.
Yep.
We have everything he requested, so we should head there directly.
Sounds like a plan.
Detective Rivers, to what do we owe the pleasure?
No.
I wanted to check in with you away from the prying eyes of my corporate masters. It wasn't too hard to track you down here. Only took a slight abuse of power to follow your credit transactions in the AutoCAD system.
Able to find anything out?
Not much. Listen, I've hit a dead end on the investigation again, and I could really use another lead from the two of you. I had been busy hunting down I'm not sure if I want to call him a soldier of fortune or an assassin for hire. Either way, I tracked this guy down to see if he might have been hired by Parallax to snatch Hayden, but he's got an ironclad alibi for the relevant period of time. That leaves me with nothing. Nada. Jack diddly shit. Do the two of you have anything to give me? Otherwise, I'm back to hunting down the froyo-hating robot ghost in the park. At least my superiors would be ecstatic, considering how much they keep riding my ass about it.
We're on thin leads ourselves, Detective Rivers.
Yep.
We have a meeting with someone from inside Parallax who might be able to give us answers, but he's unlikely to want to talk to the police. I just wish this... Never mind.
Buck up, Turing. I wish this was easier too.
Yeah.
But with detective work, sometimes it's not about being clever. It's just about being more dogged and relentless than whoever you're chasing. You two are my new deputies, right? So keep your nose to the ground and keep digging. I still have a few contacts I can hit up to try finding out a little more. You let me know if there's anything else I need to be going after.
We will. Thanks, Lex.
Yeah, sure. Just get going. Don't forget, if you die, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Okay.
Okay then. We only have a single lead.
Yep.
If Parallax really is as shady as Vincent seems to suspect, it could end up very interesting. Let's see if we can put an end to this. Finally. Oh, I just received an email from Tomcat. They finished decrypting Hayden's data cache.
Oh.
It seems that it was filled mostly with his personal logs about my creation and mental development.
I see.
The more technical information was already scraped. Perhaps that is why it was left behind when they snatched him. Still, these files should be enlightening, if only in a personal way. I'll peruse them in my spare time and let you know if I find anything interesting.
All right.
I'd hate for all the trouble we went to be for nothing.
Well, it's early yet, but looks like the next part's going to be very, very, very long. So, yeah. Why don't we come back, folks? Seems like we're getting ourselves a little closer to the end here. Wow, this keyboard, well, not my keyboard's fine, it's just the interface. Anyway, that'll be for next time. Have a good one, folks.